Hello everybody, this is Levisted and I'm coming to you with another broadcast. It is the second game of Evil Geniuses versus DK from the Beyond the Summit World Tour. EG won the last game, so DK will be looking to defend or else they will be out of this best of three matchup. They will be the losers. And EG pulled out some good team fight action, keeping their carries farmed, where DK was kind of on the back foot the entire time, wasn't able to get enough farm to counteract the huge team fight that EG was able to come out with. So what they're going to do right now is going to ban out Invoker, Nature's Prophet, and Lycanthrope, Darkseer, Naga Siren. It's pretty much, I think that's basically what we saw last game. I don't think there was an Invoker last game, no. There wasn't a Nature's Prophet, there was no Lycan, there was no Darkseer. Darkseer banned out by DK, perhaps that means they are going to be trying to take the Broodmother. EG had Broodmother in the last game, and it worked out well for them.
5 seconds remaining.
It's interesting though, it still leaves so many heroes that are able to be picked up. We have, as TA, is she starting to phase out a little bit? I know she was sort of like the first, second stage heroes for a little while. I really want to see like a Visage game. That's me. Although he doesn't really do. I guess he's not so exciting to watch. He's got some good abilities though. Kind of interesting to play him. That nuke, the nuke when you get into team fights is huge. People don't think about you. They never look to like see that your little dudes are flying above their head, and then suddenly the entire team is stunned. Works out really well. Now, of course, I start streaming, and my dog wants to go out. I'm sure he'll start barking soon.
Radiant team pick.
But he can just calm down. Maybe go to sleep. It's like 4 in the morning. Maybe I'll turn off the light. Anyways, Broodmother's actually going to be banned out by DK. I thought they might pick Darkseer. Well, Darkseer is usually the counter, so I figured maybe that's why they banned him out. Pinker is actually going to get through again. Evil Genius going to pick it up. Rubric actually picked up last game by DK as well, so two of the same heroes. Same game. Or second game. Leshrac is going to be picked up as well. He is a very versatile hero. You can either go carry Leshrac, or you can go like solo mid, or you can put him as a support. Remains to be seen what they're going to be doing right there, but you always know what Tinker's going to be doing. He's going to be doing the split push. He's great in a team fight as well with Marginal Machines if you can lock him down with like a Ravage or a Thing. Chen is actually going to be the pickup, as well as Beastmaster. Beastmaster being picked up. I guess Demon really wants to have that solo lane with Chen. They don't want to risk Beastmaster being banned out. That's why they decided to pick him up. That goes well with Chen. That leaves open whatever carry that they decide to go with. Could be like a Morphling or a Lone Druid, or perhaps they could definitely set up for a carry strategy with this. Or they can decide to go full split push if they want to. They do have Chen. They're going to be looking to try to take out towers early. Chen is going to be pushing early, and Tinker's going to be following up later on once he gets his boots of travel. Chen can push before Tinker can. Going into reserve time for their third pickup. DK.
Venomancer.
And it's going to be a Venomancer. He's going to be playing nice support. Nice support hero. What is, they seem to have, like, these new sounds whenever, like, someone gets picked or banned or something. It's kind of weird. It's like a grunt. It wasn't even Enchantress's voice. It's interesting to see what kind of, they finished off with their heroes. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of UI fixes they come out with. Valve before the International. The heroes will be picked up after the International, but they stopped picking up heroes till the International. So Enchant is going to be the ban out. They didn't want to give that counter push to DK. Lone Druid is going to be a ban out. They didn't want to give that huge push to Evil Genius. Evil Geniuses. Enigma is still in the lineup, however. Enigma is going to be a strong hero here. Enigma and Beastmaster would be, yeah, that would be pretty dangerous. But, oh, what am I talking about? Sorry, they can't pick up Enigma. Ugh, they already have someone in the jungle. So, sorry about that. Anyways, Anti-Mage is going to be the ban. I haven't seen Anti-Mage played in a very long time. Although I could have just missed it. But I know he's been phased out from Morphling. Which is now ban out. So I guess it's kind of like a groan. Because I was definitely a Morphling groan, but I guess I don't have the sounds for everyone yet. I wonder how many times I have to like call back the voice actors for like, no, we have a new idea. Just come back. Probably, they don't need to call them back. They need to call them and just have them go to a studio and then send in the requested stuff. So really not even much of a problem. So it looks like both teams. Let's see. I think DK are going on the back, sort of like a counter push strategy with Rubric, Leshrac, and Venomancer. I don't think they're going to try to out-push Evil Geniuses, although they could. They could definitely push early with Leshrac. Venomancer, if he's built for Plague Wards instead of ganking, could be a sort of early pushing presence, maybe middle early. Rubric with Fade Bolt is just able to pretty much counter push, not much of a huge push. Yeah, so I think they're going to line up for a defensive. Try to just make sure that they stop the push from Evil Geniuses and perhaps go with a carry. Like a hard carry.
Crystal Maiden.
Who would they be able to pick up though? We have the popular ones.
Dire team pick.
Lone Druid, Morphling, Broodmother, Lycan, Anti-Mage, all banned out. Who could they pick up for a carry? Who would they want to pick up for a carry? Mega Siren banned as well. She sees a lot of bans because she's just really good for a team fight. And if they notice you're going in for Roshan, she can sleep you right, like before she gets anywhere near Roshan, basically. She can sleep you from the river. Sand King gonna be pick up. I wonder if they're gonna go with the aggressive strategy using Sand King as more of a farmer, not really a hard carry, but more of a farmer. Getting level 6 up on him, dealing a lot of damage. What would that be able to do? They might not even be able to stop tinkering. Oh, a Tiny is gonna be picked up. Yes. Hope I see. It's gonna be interesting to see. Let's see. I guess Bulba is probably gonna take the Tinker again. Tiny is probably gonna be taken by Fear. They're going to play him as a hard carry. Chen's going to be taken up by Malk, and that leaves Demon with the Beastmaster. So they know that Chen is going to be in the top lane in his jungle. Beastmaster is definitely going to be a solo lane. Crystal Maiden's probably going to be supporting Tiny
10 seconds remaining.
in the top lane. But if I get that right, that means that DK has also gotten that right, which they don't like to do. Just kind of, they did like a little bit of a switcheroo last game, and well, what DK did is they just tried to find Enchant. They tried to find Broodmother and shut her down with like 4 heroes, but they weren't able to do that. Broodmother actually even got the first blood.
5 seconds.
That was Fear playing a great Broodmother. Oh, Faceless Void! Yes. All right, this is gonna be interesting. Well, I mean, not like interesting for like 40 minutes, but like interesting. Evil Geniuses are going to go for an early strategy, and we're going to have to see if that works out. If DK can hold up with the counter push that they have from Sand King, Leshrac, Venomancer, and Rubric. And they're going to put him bottom lane. Definitely going to be supported by either Sand King or Venomancer or Leshrac. Could be any one of those. Rubric's probably going to go middle lane. I think have Sand King bottom lane and Venomancer, Leshrac top. No, they don't usually do 2-1 and 2 in these games, so we'll have to see what they decide to do. They don't have a jungler, so maybe they're perhaps running a tri lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Could be, or they could do a dual mid to screw up Tinker. Pause. Wait it out. Who really wants to wait, though? Not me. And I do have to switch something. Free camera. It should be default free camera. Well, that's my preference anyway. back to what I was doing. There we go. Look at that career. He's so unusual. Yeah. Little honey badger. Glowing green. Anyways. We got Super up here, gonna be with the Sync. Now, I can't really pick out lanes right yet. They're all a little bit messed up. Anyway, Burning gonna be playing the DK, and actually, that's the new item. That is, if you haven't caught up with what was going on, there was an item that was basically just a ripoff of an Aeon item. It's basically just copy-pasted and changed to green. That got actually into Dota 2, and that was one of the summer items. And it was recently found out by someone that
30 seconds
I don't know
to
who
battle.
tipped the entire community off, but that item is no longer in the game because it was an item stolen from them. And are they gonna go? And actually, anyways, that's the new item he's holding. Ooh, and a nice ice tiny.
The battle begins.
I'm talking about this stuff when I should be talking about something more interesting. Anyways, they didn't get that kill that they were looking for, nor did they get the rune. We're gonna have Burning going up top lane with supported by Venomancer, making sure they get that farm, and I think perhaps a Leshrac and Sand King middle lane. If that is correct, that is a very powerful lane. It's going to be up against the dual lane of Crystal Maiden versus Tiny. Of course, I was wrong as I usually am, but at least I tried. Tinker's going to be solo laning bottom. Should be no problem there, and Malk's going to just take the jungle. And we have Demon going to be soloing the top lane against Burning, and Venomancer is going to try to keep him out of the way as much as he can. We have Venomous Gale taken up first. He has Time Walk to escape. Someone's getting some denies, the game is telling me. Tiny does have to be careful here. Doesn't want to take a Split Earth plus a Burrow Strike. If he just hits with the Burrow Strike, then Split Earth will pop and will be a guaranteed hit. Or Crystal Maiden also needs to be careful. What is the damage on this? We have 100, 160, 220 plus 120, 180. So yeah, if they get 2 levels, by level 2 they should be able to pop off Crystal Maiden without a problem. So I have to watch out for that. And Tiny's going to be just a slight bit harder. They just need to deal some harassment to him before they can make that kill. On the other side of things, though, Crystal Maiden is dead, has a guaranteed stun as well, plus it's slow. And Tiny also has that Toss Avalanche combo, which if you didn't catch the post on Reddit, which you may not have, because I just browse Reddit incessantly, it is best to actually cast Avalanche first, and then wait just like enough time for the first stun to hit, and then hit Toss, and you'll get like a little bit of extra damage. Anyways, if the Bulba needs to wait a second, let me talk about, let's see, we got Rubric here facing up against the Tinker, which is kind of interesting. Rubric doesn't really need a whole lot of farm. Tinker does, so it's not really like a throwaway. Yeah. So Rubric isn't going to want to really try to throw this away. Tinker is able to deal a lot of damage out of the heat-seeking missiles. It's definitely a problem for Rubric. Rubric can go up against the mid lane, should be able to go up against the long lane. Burning up here, getting pretty much free farm, 10 last hits so far, 10 denies.
Invisibility.
We got an Invis Room coming up here. It looks like there's a gank from Chen early on. And we're going to watch out for Sand King. Sand King is alone. Oh my god, stop with the pausing. Kind of interesting. I guess he put the... So he's taking the Centaur up this way. Why can't I only draw on the map? Crap. Alright, so he's going to restart. But anyways, that's what I was going to say. He got the regen rune. I mean the Invis rune, popped it off, went down this route, but his Centaur is coming up this route because he would have gotten seen by Long DD. Anyways, I'm going to skip around a little bit just so you know this might take a while. And did I go too fast? It doesn't look like there was a kill. Where did Chen go? Chen returned up here, so I guess I didn't get that. Maybe I'll back off just a little bit further. I'm just going to continue here. It didn't look like anything actually ended up happening. So, yeah, I guess this stun wasn't set up. And they had to, Chen had to return to his jungle. Chen again, very strong ganker early lane. Early game. That looks like what he was going to be doing up here. Used his smoke even to be able to pop that off. And they're going to try to get a kill on this Rubric here, which they should be able to do. Just need to send him back. He's going to try to harass him down. And Rubric now backing off. Although he's going to pop up a salve, which I don't think they were expecting. Weren't able to get that. Going to send the Centaur in, try to stun him up. Nope, telekinesis is going to stop that from happening. And that gank does not work out. Mox got to go back into his jungle. 1-0, I don't even know where the first blood was. Perhaps that was a successful gank. I don't know. Oh well. Can't win them all. Faceless Void not doing too bad. He got 24 last hits, then we pull up the last hits right here. So you can see he's doing well. 25 last hits now. Missed that one. No action continuing over here. Yeah, I don't think if that courier didn't get through, Rubric probably would have had to go back and would have gotten ganked by Chen. But that didn't happen. Tiny very excited about his last hit. I like to comment on the voices that come through. Actually, we're gonna go on here with Demon. He's gonna take a lot of damage, but he's stunned. Oh, you gotta bash off just in time, and that's gonna be the end of Demon's life. Demon goes down to Faceless Void, which is not what you want to do. You do not want to have that happen. And we have to go on here onto Fear. He's going to take a lot of damage from this. And I think he should be able to go down. Oh, Avalanche Toss going to turn him back up. Oh, Leshrac has to back him off. He's going to try to come back in, try to finish off Tiny. No, the Lightning Strike is not going to be able to do it. And even at a haste rune, but he doesn't have enough. It was not enough. Counter initiation is too strong from Tiny. That's that Avalanche Toss combo. TPing back inside here. Probably not too happy about that one.
My gratitude.
We have Rubric up here. Gonna look. Chen is gonna go around. No, Malk. Not gonna continue for that one. Just gonna make sure he doesn't come in over here. She's not gonna do so. Chen stacking the creep camp. Got anything interesting on burning right yet? Nope, just a poor man shield. He definitely bought something though. What is on the courier right here? Hand of Midas. Gonna be a late game farmer. If you didn't suspect that already. And Rubric pops off in his rune. Invis rune. Gonna go into the middle lane. And I'm going to try to get off Crystal Maiden if they're going to be able to get it. And that should be a kill if they're able to do this. Put Telekinesis up, throw Crystal Maiden in there. Come on, do it. Or they're looking for Tiny, I think. Although I'm really surprised they didn't initiate on that because now Fear, I think EG knows something's up. They know something's a little bit fishy. Maybe they're waiting for the creep wave to come in and push the tower down. No, the Invis rune wears off and Rubric goes back into his lane. While Demon comes in here, he doesn't have Roar, he's not level 6. Doesn't have a whole lot, but the Wild Axis would be able to do something. I think they called him missing on Rubric. Yeah. Probably called him missing on Rubric from Bulba. And now Demon's here to make sure that gank doesn't happen, although it's been a little while, and I'm not sure what he's doing up here though. Maybe he's trying to stack this creep camp. Nope, he's still got like a minute left before he can do that. Going to send the boar in, try to look for something. Finding out Sand King. And they're just going to scout each other out. Use the Greater Hawk here to just get a little bit of vision. But Faceless Void is definitely getting free farm with level 7. 47 last hits. And then Tinker here has a Soul Ring, 1,000 gold. Well on his way, halfway there, to his Boots of Travel. What's Rubric doing anyway? Rubrik's got 18 last hits versus Tinker's 35. Kind of interesting. I mean, definitely the gold graph should be in favor of. We get some action over here. Super is going to take some damage from the shark. Oh, we got a tiny. He's not able to finish it. Got wild axe, was able to do it. Sand King is in here. He goes himself invisible. If they can get off, no, they don't have enough. Perhaps they're going to wait. You got like a couple seconds left before they can get Long D out of here. They're not going to give it up. We have Crystal Maiden deal the initial damage, and Toss is going to finish him off. Dominating streak on Tiny. And they're able to get tons of, yeah, he's doing well because he's getting kills, man. 1,400 gold. What's he gonna buy up? Drums, perhaps? Drums, I love drums on Tiny, but I don't know if it's really what, like, the pros do. Just makes them so fast. He's just, like, basically moving at, like, max movement speed. Not max, but, you know. Burning, though, it's dangerous to let Faceless Void get all this much harm without getting ganked or anything like that. I mean, they're ganking the middle lane, getting some stuff up on Tiny, which is good. But they're definitely looking for... I definitely think they're going to have a hard time with this middle lane, mid-game. I mean, sorry, they're going to have time with the hard game, e.g. Late game is just all about Faceless Void. They need to start getting some map control against him. Anyways, they're going to go on Rubrik right here. They're going to take a lot of damage from Tinker. They go down to Tinker. You get Sand King coming in to counter. And Tinker goes down to him. One trade. Pressure in this tower while no one's in here. We do have a teleport in from Tiny. He's level 6 now. No points in Grow. Usually the build is you get max Avalanche, max Toss. But there are some niches in where you get Grow because it is a very good ability, giving you a lot of movement speed. We have a Beastmaster setting up for something here on Burning. And the board is going to be found. Alright, we have Leshrac coming in. Now Demon is looking a bit out of position. He needs to have something here. I think he's just trying to get experience. Not trying to get anything else. Not trying to get farm. Just going to give the lane to Burning completely. Which is fine if they're able to pressure in everything else. But 10 minutes into the game, there's still no towers down. I'm not even sure if they've really gotten one. They haven't even... Okay, they touched the top tower, but that's just because Faceless was farming. And they are going to push in this top tower. There's no one here to defend it yet. Demon is just still sitting here.
Radiant's top tower is
popping
under attack.
Popping off his little dudes. There are going to be 3 heroes coming up here. DK is backing off just a little bit. I think they're a little... No. Yeah. Backed off a little bit. That tower, though. It's going to go to them. They're just going to wait for the creep wave to come back. I'm going to leave his Hawk up here. They go in middle lane to try to pressure... Nope, that tower is not being pressured at all. So this is an early game... they're losing some early game...
Radiant's top tower.
I mean, it doesn't give them a whole lot of map control. It doesn't really give anything, but it is a tower. And that does allow... That does give them the advantage there, so... DK can afford to trade if they want to. They don't necessarily have to defend every tower as long as they can get one in return. Tiny got himself a point boost to make himself a little bit more tanky. But we got Shen heal. Action down bottom here. Got Tinker finished off with the epicenter coming out from Sand King. It's very quick. It's hard to find. You have to watch Sand King once he hits level 6 because that epicenter will pop off and kill you. You can catch someone off one-on-one. You can basically, you can almost nearly channel the entire epicenter while they're stunned up in a burrow strike. Just like it's just like a split second before they have to go back. And they're just using Venomancer with his wards right now. They are maxed out, so they're kind of hard to deal with. And they're just going to use that to try to go counter. But this should be the end of him. He's going to pop off. He's going to pop off his ultimate ability. And oh no, taking a lot of damage. Universe is pretty low. Universe goes down. Fear is now very low. 58, 32, 6, and he's able to get away. Beastmaster is here. We got the Tinker is now here too. And I'm just going to try to finish this off. Try to get another tower, giving them another bit of advantage. Creep stacking being done here by Beastmaster. That's going to be his farm, or Tinker's.
Middle tower has fallen.
Middle tower goes down. That's 2. So now DK can definitely trade if they want to, without a problem. Sandstorm going invisible right here to get away from Tinker. Tinker that I can really go off with, but he does have his boost to travel finished off. So he's going to be everywhere all at once. Going back to base over here, and smoking inside the base? Huh, it's a long way to go.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Not
attack.
even really. It's going to be interesting. That middle tower is pushed in right now. Actually, Chen's going to defend that one. It's kind of weird. I don't follow this exactly. Why they're... Alright, so they are going to make the kill on burning. It should be able to do that. And the first on Avalanche tosses. Bang! Melted. I was just surprised that they cast it off so early. I guess they wanted to make sure that they weren't seen at all. But Faceless Void goes down. We have Tinker farming up the creeps over here. He's going to look up for his next item. We're going to see what that's going to be. He does have a Soul Ring. Perhaps he's going for a Scythe of Ice. That's what they did last game. They had 2 heroes actually with the Scythe of Ice that was able to... and they had Lion, so they just had massive Hex. And they could try to do that again for Faceless Void. Really don't want that, but Bobo kind of low on life, but he's not going to die to the creeps. So he'll just go back to base and get that. Finish off. Sand King in here, pushing in the bottom lane. Does he have anything in he doesn't have anything in Caustic Finale, so they're not using him as I expected them to be, but they are actually doing a very good job of pushing. So they've kind of won that game at this point, especially if they take this tower. A moment of concentration taken to be burning. The amount of... Why? He's just farming. No. But he does have Battle Fury, plus a Hand of Midas. His farm is just going to be absolutely huge. He's got 107 last hits. Look at that, 107 last hits. What are you going to do against that? What else can I talk about over here? You got assists, last hits, denies, gold earned, gold earned. Oh no, we got more action up here on the top lane from Burning. They're going to get off the gank again, and he's stunned up. Oh, we got him to run away. Are they going to be able to catch him before he gets off? If they have another missile? Nope, it's Laser that'll finish him off. Because here, trying to push him back. We got the Marching Machine to make sure that he doesn't follow them. And they go back. Another successful gank on Burning. They do have to make sure that they watch him. DK, that is. Because they're doing the split push thing, but leaving their carry to be ganked. And although he has tons of farm, that does take away a significant chunk of it. It's what, like 200 gold or something? I don't actually know how to calculate how much gold you lose whenever you die. But yeah, you really don't want Faceless Void to die too many times. And Tiny is now doing his avalanche tossing. He has his bottle with a regen rune. That's going to be able to help him out a bunch. He's just going to go into... he has finished off avalanche toss and now has a point in grow. Now they're going to smoke themselves up here, looking for another gank, and they should be able to get 2 of these heroes if they can do it. Let's see if they're able to do it. They need to catch him. Have Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden should be able to get it. Oh, she stopped just short, and they don't get off the initiation. Although Fear is still here with his... He's got a couple seconds left on Smoke of Deceit, but DK is already backed off. Middle lane is getting pushed up completely.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The middle tower is definitely quite under attack, I would say. Anyways, yeah, to the viewer in there, I don't actually have chat up, and I don't have another screen to look at, so I'll have to check back intermittently. But this is the second game of the EG versus Fear, so I think you might have found my VOD. So yeah, this is the second game. EG won the first one. Thank you, one viewer, by the way, for viewing. We're gonna regen rune popped off by Tiny. He's gonna send in Demon and he's gonna pull off the roar. Oh, and there goes Rubik. Damn. Anyways, DK coming in, taking a lot of damage. Another toss out here with a creep, and the rocket isn't gonna find Sand King. The rocket isn't gonna find Long D. And we're gonna continue to push. This is a big streak up here for Tiny. He's got what? Where is Tiny? Oh, he's got 6 kills, 0 deaths. We got Burning over here just farming. He actually bought something. Perhaps that was his boots. Or no, what's he got out here? He's finished off his power treads. Tranquil boots finish up on Demon. And we're gonna go. Oh man, this is too much global, and Venomancer can't do anything about this. I forgot that you can have Tinker pop into this to his creeps over here. I'm gonna go on Rubik. Rubik can't even face up to this. Tiny doesn't have any combo set up yet, but there it is, the toss, and then the Wild Axe is coming in, and actually not finished off by the March of Machines, but it is a rocket that's able to do it. Burning is now into the team fight. I think I saw a smoke. Yes, I did see a smoke, and they're gonna look for see if they can catch up to Tiny. But how are you gonna catch up to a Tiny? They're actually just gonna go onto Demon. Demon's gonna deep dive from this. Epicenter popped off to be able to do it. So they can toss Beastmaster in. Beastmaster can initiate with a roar, and then Tinker can just go onto his creeps. Now, Burning's actually just going to go right onto Fear, pop off his Chrono, and they're going to deal a lot of damage. Leshrac stun after that. Tiny finally goes down. Burning is there to take him out, but this tier 2 tower is taken out, being pressured in. They are setting off their glyph to be able to stop it and teleporting in to defend. Leshrac that is here. So what is the tally now? They only have 1 tower. GG. EG has 1 tower while DK has 2. If they can even it up a little bit, they should be able to do so. They want to stop Faceless Void from farming now, though, because he's now able to go into his jungle, farm up that way, and actually a Quelling Blade on him. Kind of interesting. Maybe that just makes him farm faster. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I don't think he really needs it for last hits. What self-respecting pro uses a Quelling Blade for last hits? No, he's just going to use it to farm faster. They really want to make this happen, DK. We want to make sure the Faceless gets as much farm as he can. And they've been doing a great job of it. They've been pulling off against these ganks. Although, well, not really. I mean, they're losing a lot of health. They're losing. It is 12-7, but they do have the advantage in towers. It was working a lot easier before Tiny got to be bigger. He now has got a craggy exterior as well. He's able to just demolish creep waves without a problem. But we do have leading is Leshrac and Burning with the farm. Tiny really doesn't have that much farm. Or gold, that is. And Chen doesn't really need that much farm, so what does he even have? They're going to go up here, so we want to make sure that they get this. Faceless Void coming in. Oh, it's just going to just not going to live through that. Anyways, Mech finished up on Chen. Kind of surprised he was there, really. I'm really not sure why he was there. He just has a ton of gold, though. Still 11k just on Faceless Void. Go, we got this tower going to be pressured in by EG. And I guess we're going to may have to back off right here. Just a little bit while the heroes from DK come in. Avalanche shot starting it off. Venomancer popped off his ultimate. Venomancer goes down. Rubik is now taking a lot of damage. He steals himself, but he steals himself a toss. I think I saw smoke popped off, sorry, dust popped off right there. And now we have Super is going to be focused down on, and Tinker is going to take him out. They're going to have followed up by Sand King, or following Sand King. Did I hear a toss? Yeah, I think I heard a toss, but that might have been to save Sand King. And pressure in this tower, continue to do so. Sand King is here. He doesn't have Epicenter. Tonight we'll have that team fight. Beastmaster is looking at him. Oh, we got an avalanche coming out onto here. They just need a roar if they want to get that off. They don't need to do that. He goes down. Now Faceless here catching 4 of them. Axes fly through. But, and Chen Heal is able to save himself off. They aren't able to make a kill just yet. We have a dominating streak on Tinker. Tinker's going to get some damage out on him. Oh no, we got an avalanche again. Burning is now low on life. And he's going to go down. He's probably going to take away from this.
Dire's middle tower
Is that going to be
is
it?
under attack.
Or is he going to get through it? No, I think he's going to get through it. But it looks like Rubik is now being caught up. Right here we have an avalanche. No toss, not close enough to do that. Slowed him down a little bit though. Now Leshrac is back through here. They're still trying to continue this team fight. We get a TP out. And action over here. Actually, Beastmaster is going to go down. Caught out a little too far. Chen sends him... No, sends someone back to base. Who did he send back? I think he sent back Crystal Maiden. Well, Bulba's going to come in and get some farm. Team backing off. They weren't able to get this tower, but that does even up the towers. Do have more kills though. So what is experience? Experience going away with Radiant. Gold actually in favor of the Dire, just because of Faceless Void, really. Well, mostly, not just because. So my viewer wants last hit, so there he goes. Do I still have only one? Yeah, still only one. Whatever. Flip casting anyway. Super coming in here, and it looks like Chen is just going to farm up the jungle. Not going to go in. Although, yep, the rest of the team is perhaps looking to get it. Are they looking to defend this tower? Are they going to go for an attack over here on Burning? Burning is low on life right now, but Tinker's not going to be able to finish that one off. Too much of an escape available on him. Anyways, they're going to try to get an initiation. Shen is here. He's actually just going to eat a Burrow Strike. And now they're going to get the Super. Super's going to be sunned up, tossed. No avalanche. Aghanim Scepter finish up on Tiny. That gives him more range as well as cleave. A massive cleave. I think that extends avalanche, like, or does it? Tiny cleave. I could have sworn it made avalanche go further, but maybe I'm just crazy. It shouldn't do anything other than the ultimate ability, so probably wrong. But it does give him cleave. Which is pretty nasty on Tiny. Yeah, so like 25 minutes into the game, Burning has 191 last hits. I challenge you to do better. Although someone, I'm sure, somewhere can. I'm just going to try to take command of his jungle to make sure that Faceless Void doesn't get it. But he's going to go in here. Going on Chen. Chen is caught out. We have Chronosphere popped off. I think that should be the end of him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's going to be finished off. We do have an avalanche here coming out from Rubik, who stole it.
You're not in it.
And another kill for Burning. I wonder what item he's going to go for next. Going to guess, perhaps, I don't know, Butterfly is just too long. Manta Style might work, but it not usually seen on Faceless Void. Or actually, I don't really see enough Faceless Void to know. I guess Manta Style could work. Butterfly is great on him, but it just takes so long to get. But it is Burning, so he's a great farmer. And you can see that coming in. Aghanim Scepter, actually. Okay. Interesting. Increases the duration of the cooldown. Wait, sorry. Increases duration and decreases the cooldown. We get a mega kill. Tinker up here, middle lane. He's just been able to gank. No problem. None of the heroes are really getting very tanky though, so he's just going to be able to continue with his burst damage later into the game. Tinker. As well as Tiny too. No one's really been bulking up. Burrow Strike to finish off that Hawk. the strategy is pretty clear. Take down Burning, make sure it doesn't get too much farm. EG needs to continue to push and get these ganks. Can't sit too far because the farming game isn't going to go in their favor. So they're going to continue to split push. Tiny is very capable of doing that, as well as Tinker, Beastmaster to some degree, and Chen is sort of worn off his... Chen's usefulness is sort of worn off by now. He's really just good with Hand of God and some mechanism for heal. Plus some kind of irritating stuff. Tiny? Tiny's gonna go back, Burning gonna come in here. Tinker going back on Tiny. Even Leshrac could get pretty big. Leshrac could be kind of like the semi-carry, like the secondary carry. There we go, we're going to pressure in the middle tower. It's time that they took it down, they say. Get rid of that vision that they have in the middle lane. And they take it out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Long is actually far away from home. It doesn't look like they're setting up for the kill to make sure that they get him. Actually, don't think he had... No, maybe he did have a TP scroll. I don't think he actually had a TP scroll, that's why he had to go all the way back that way. It's kind of risky. They're waiting for them in middle lane, making sure that no one comes in to push in. I think EG is going to continue to pressure, though. I don't think they're going to go for a team fight right now. It's hard to follow Tinker. It's going to have to watch him on the minimap. DK is grouped up right now. I think they're just doing everything they can to get Burning as much farm as possible, except for Sand King, who's taking some of his jungle farm. But not too much. Does he have his Blink Dagger yet? No, he doesn't have his Blink Dagger, but he's only 150 gold away from it. Looks like it's going to be counter warding, and they're actually going to play for a little bit of a farming right now. I think they're going to try to finish up. Is this an Assault Cuirass on Tiny? Going to look for Scythe of Light. Nope, actually just Force Staff plus Blink Dagger up on Tinker. So he's looking for the huge mobility. Right, he probably had it for a little while. We have Chen over here with Mechanism. He actually has Drum of Endurance too. To give them more speed, so they're not going to put the drum on Tiny. We're going to give it to Chen. And what else do they? I think that's the big items that they're going to be looking for before they try to start another team fight. If we have a Force Staff up on Crystal Maiden, that item is just everywhere now. There's Blink Dagger finish up on Sand King. The Leshrac with Bloodstone actually, so he's now able to use his ultimate without too much worry for mana pass. Tinker is here by himself, but ooh, just missed the Burrow Strike. Blink away and then send off his rockets while they have to run through his March of the Machines. Actually just 1v3ing them. And like, come on buddies. Actually kind of surprised they don't have any Scythe of Ice to deal with Faceless Void. But I guess Faceless Void really just pops in and crops off his Chronosphere. Anyway, so they're probably dead by that point anyway. EG going to be aggressive right now. They do have smoke up. And I think they're going to go in middle lane. That looks like that's where Fear is going to decide to go. Try to get themselves Rubik. Or they're going to go for... It looks like DK is grouping up near Roshan. It might just be... I don't...
Top tower is under
They're actually going to go for it. And they have a little bit of a... They have like a couple seconds head start. But now they know that they're here. They know that EG is here. They're going to back out of this. You can see I'm invisible a little bit. No initiation, no team fight initiation right yet. Faceless, actually we do have a stun. Faceless Void is able to get away from that. The missiles are coming in and get a little bit of damage, but it doesn't look like we're going to be a team fight. DK, they're just going to back away from it. Where the heck is Roshan? Where'd he go? Roshan. What? Why? Okay. That may be an error. It may not be actually Roshan. Okay. We'll see. Next time someone goes for Roshan, we'll find out. I can't believe I call him Roshan. And I have alright, now he's back in his pit. I can't believe I call him Roshan when my friend's name is Roshan, which is the actual pronunciation of the name. Kind of a disgrace to myself. Do we have any new items up on Burning? This is Aghanim Scepter. Going for an Oblivion Staff, actually. Build. Can you only build?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Can you only build Orchid from that? Refresher? Is he going for a Refresher? Or an Orchid? Either one of them. Who would they silence? Because he could silence Tinker. They're probably looking to silence Tinker, although I'm kind of surprised that they're going to put that on Faceless. It could be a Refresher. Well, they do have a Refresher up on him. Alright, so we're going to have 2 Chronospheres. Interesting. We're going to see how that works out. If he's able to catch enough of them, that'll work. There's some huge teamfight potential there, although I can't help but think that there may have been a better item for him to get. But, you know, we'll see how it works. They're going to try to push this in. EG, make sure they don't give up, and we have Bernie coming in here. He catches a Chronosphere. Doesn't get Demon with that one. Oh no, he gets stunned up by the roar, so he's not able to pop off. There he goes. He pops off his Refresher Orb, but I don't see another Chronosphere up yet. He is still alive. No, he's going to go down. We have Beastmaster going down. Chen is dead. Venomancer is low on life here. Tiny is going to take out him. We have Venomancer finish off. Double kill on here from the Faceless Void. What's this? Is that Tiny? I guess that's Tiny. Or what's left of Tiny. How long does that? So it's 2 minutes before that Refresher Orb is up. And this is cooldown at 60 seconds. So I wasn't able to pop off the double Chronosphere. Got 2 focus down on. But he still survived through it, and they did take a team fight for it. He's quite massively farmed. What's his entire... yeah. What's his entire... I need to see what his total gold earned is. 20,000 gold on him already. 35 minutes into the game. Roshan does go down. I don't think that's too much of a surprise. They're going to put the Immortality on Leshrac, who's kind of like the semi-carry. He can just, if he's able to stay alive and just deal his Pulse Nova plus Diabolic Edict, and he can just be this sort of massive constant damage. Just burning him. Sorry, Rookdi. I don't actually know what his name stands for, but he has got himself tossed. He's been pretty much exclusively taking Tiny's abilities from what I've seen so far. He's got a Blink Dagger as well as a Force Up. They're keeping the mobility up on him too. Might be able to contend with Tinker. Who also has the same thing. Has finished up a Sight Device. So they did actually build that to deal with fear. Not fear, burning. Nothing new. Now they're smoked up for this, but they're going to back off. They don't have the initiation that they need. Both teams are smoked, actually. So they're going to look for each other and perhaps find each other. Nope, DK is just going to sit where they are. And they're going to look into the jungle, but they're not going to find anyone. So, not a smoke gank initiation. Pretty much crossing in the night. Take it back at base. I think he's waiting to pop himself into the team fight.
Illusion.
And actually, EG's going to look for this top tier 2 tower. DK has figured out where they are.
Bottom tower
And they're coming in for an attack. Faceless Void is here. And you see Trying to initiate, he comes in. Not able to catch anyone off quite yet. Tinker, is that Tinker? Yes, that's Tinker. And here we go, we got the ultimate actually popped off here, and Faceless Void goes down very, very quickly. And we have the Long that's going to be taking a lot of damage here. And we have backup in here. Faceless is back into the game. He's going to try to catch out someone. He catches off Mouth. Should be able to, wonder if he's going to be able to kill him before the end of it. Yeah, he's able to get away. We have Mech popped off, Hand of God popped off. Just wasting a lot of time on him. Make sure that his team can get away. Actually, yep, Crystal Maiden doesn't get away. Goes sort of the wrong way. So I didn't even see Burning go down that quickly. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I think he probably got hit with a really nice Scythe of Ice and focused down on before anything could happen. So now EG has evened up the tower advantage. They're trying to take over their jungle, trying to make sure Faceless Void doesn't get that farm, but not going to be able to do a whole lot. Don't have a whole lot of time that they can stick up there, because any hero that's up there is going to be killed if they're just by themselves. Venomancer coming in, trying to ward off their jungle. Making sure that they see they are actually holding off their jungle, but since you have Bulba and things like that, they don't really need a whole lot of jungle. They can just split push their way to farm. 313 last hits now up on Burning. And he has 2.6k gold. Really saving for buyback now, although it's not up for another couple minutes because he bought back last team fight, so probably the next team fight is not going to be available for him. I'm not sure. EG knows that they can't. They can only take really strong team fights. They need to have the upper hand in the team fight, like take out Faceless Void before they're able to go in. So they're probably going to play a little bit more passive. Wait for, hopefully for DK to come into their jungle, make some kind of a mistake, get caught up. But that's really not DK's style. The last game, DK stayed mostly together. And now that Faceless Void is level 22 or 40 minutes into the game, they don't really need him to be off on his own. And they can just force entire team fights. So I would expect DK to be staying together and, you know, waiting for EG to make the same kind of mistake. EG knows they have to, they're the ones on the back foot. I mean, they're not going to win the farming game. So they know they need to make something happen. Salt Cuirass finish up on Tiny, going for Manta style. Okay. Gonna have multiple Tinies with multiple Aghanim Scepter and multiple Cleave, which will be really good for the team if they can lock them down. Kind of deal damage to the entire team with Tiny as well as Crystal Maiden as well as Tinker. But that combo, that crazy combo of throwing Beastmaster in and stunning, really not going to, really its effectiveness has dropped. I mean, Tiny is just not great late game. He can be focused down on really quickly. And you're gonna try to go on Burning, they're gonna catch him up, they have a Scythe of Ice, second it off, don't take a legend. Here we go, they're gonna toss Avalanche combo, Boiler Strike in from here, and stun him up. Burning, is he gonna be able to get away? He does able to get away from that. And now it looks like who's going like Crystal Maiden pops off her ultimate. Or no, actually it's Rubik that pops off Crystal Maiden's ultimate. And we do get Sankin going down. Sankin is finished up. You know, look at Super. Super's going to be pulled in right now. I think he's going to be finished off. Burning coming back in with a Chronosphere. Nice Chronosphere taking him out. I think he's popped off his Refresher for a second Chronosphere. And here it is. And they're going to try to finish off Tiny right now. He's going to take a lot of damage, although he's just so tanky. He's going to toss him backwards. I think Rubik's going to go down. They're going to try to counter-initiate BKB up on Burning. And Tiny's going to try hits Venomancer. Venomancer is able to get away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tiny lives through that.
Dire's
So we got, that's why I think that Burning really needs some kind of damage output at this point. He has BKB that saves him, but I think he needs something to output more damage. He's got 153 to 129, so that's definitely a lot of damage, but just not really enough. I mean, Tiny's got 312. Needs to be able to push through that. Who else might be right click? No one else is really a right click. What else do they got for attack? No, not much on Rubik. It's really, it's interesting to me that Tiny has basically this almost comparable damage to. Actually, is it even more? Yeah, Tiny actually has more damage than Faceless Void. He does attack slower, but it is cleave damage. So, and he's able to survive through a lot of this so far. And then go on this middle tower right here. Actually, no, they're going to back off. Just trying to push, make sure the DK, trying to control DK with the creeps. Trying to make them try to have to go back and forth. They have to run back up here, defend this, and they have to go back somewhere else. It's a split push strategy right now that EG is using to the best of their advantage as they can. Still a little wary of team fights, especially now that, well, they really should have known a while ago when Faceless Void had his refresher orb, so it shouldn't have been a surprise to them. But they don't want to get caught with a full team in that, or that would definitely be the end of them.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Couple damage rune up on Fear, and they're going to go in, try to push in this
Dire's
top
bottom
lane.
tower has fallen.
Always keeping DK on the back foot. And they're going to find themselves Rubik with the illusions. And the illusions are finished off.
Dire's bottom tower is
Backing
under
out,
attack.
getting out to the bottom tower. They have to actually come and defend, and actually Fear just has a lot of. Actually, he's not attacking slow anymore, not with his Assault Cuirass. Yeah, look how fast that is. That's pretty good. What's his attack speed? Which one? Which is 317 plus 317? The heck? He does 600 damage in every attack? No. Those are the illusions. Why did I... Oh! I'm an idiot. He had a DD rune. Anyways. Back to the action. Or the farming, as it were. I mean, both teams are kind of at a stalemate right now. DK would love a team fight, but EG aren't going to give it to him. And EG are just content to force them to keep running around in their lanes. It'll be interesting to see who gets kind of bored of this and decides to really go for some kind of an end game push. Leshrac can split push as well. I mean, so really not that bad. I think Venomancer's counter push is sort of leveled off. Although his wards are quite irritating when trying to press into the base later in the game. They're go for Roshan actually, and I think that EG know about it. They see that they see some funny business going on here, and they're gonna go in. No initiation just yet. And wait, try to see if they can waste enough of their time. And here we go. Now we have Tiny actually initiating. BKB popped off on him. Gonna focus themselves down. We have Tinker is actually gonna kill on Zankin while I'm looking at this. And now we're gonna try to go right-click damage, right-click battle between Fear and Burning. Actually, not dealing enough damage to be able to finish this off. Crystal Maiden pops off her ultimate in the middle of this. Oh man, another Chronosphere. They're still working their way on Fear. Just too much health on him. And he gets hit with the Scythe of Vice, so he's not able to finish him off. Then you get an avalanche from the toss, and he goes down. Faceless Void is down.
So begins the final epoch.
And Venomancer is actually going to take a fall here. Tiny throwing in one of his illusions to do so. And it looks like Rubik's going to be finished off as well. Scythe of Vice on him. Ooh, yep, Aurora is going to finish it off. Alright, so Tiny just able to tank up the damage from Faceless Void. Faceless Void not able to put out enough damage to kill Tiny.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Plus the armor from the Assault Cuirass is really helping him out. He's got plus 20 armor. Faceless Void only has 16 armor. And even his right click isn't even as powerful. not a whole lot you can do about it, I guess. There's no way Tiny is a harder parry than Faceless Void. It's just bizarre. Or perhaps he is. What do I know? New game. Anyways, same thing gonna be finished off. Caught out right here. Tiny now knows that. Tiny now knows he's got the upper hand here, so he's just gonna continue to press his luck. He's using this to the best of his advantage. Got a double kill. Venomancer is now finished off, and now Burning has to run away from Tiny, popping off his Chronosphere on Bulba. Bulba is actually perhaps going to go down. No, Leshrac is finished off by Tiny. Tiny coming in here, right-clicking the way down, finishing off Faceless Void. Rubik right now is the only one alive, and I think Faceless Void bought back for that one. They're going to actually get called GG. Excellent, excellent game to watch.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Anyways, thank you to my viewer. Oh, thank you in chat. Thank you.
Darius has fallen.
Anyways, it's GG. Tiny, hard
Dire's
carry.
middle tower is under
I'm still
attack.
scratching my head at that one.
Dire's
He just,
middle
what is
tower
his
has
goal?
fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
He actually out-farmed
Dire's
Faceless Void.
ancient is under attack.
With comparable amounts of farm, he's able to take on Faceless Void. Still, I just don't understand. Anyways,
Radiant
that's the end of that one. EG versus DK. I'm gonna pull up the final graph here, the final stats here. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. This is Love is Dead, and perhaps I'm going to be signing off. By time to go to bed. But anyways, catch me later. Thanks for joining.